Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing really well. If you see a little nose appearing at any point, it's because my dog is right here and trying to rifle through all of the empties. But I have to start this video out with an apology, which I do every video. I'm so sorry, but I do have to apologise for not keeping to my video schedule of every 2 weeks. Basically, my playing work has gone absolutely insane, which is amazing, and has meant that I have been away from home a lot, which makes just filming and everything really difficult, and particularly filming for this channel. I do have my my sort of music channel, which I'll have a link down below if you're interested to go check it out. Obviously filming for that is a little bit easier when I'm away because I'm away doing, you know, work things, so therefore filming it for my work channel is much easier. Whereas for this one, obviously I tend to have things with me, and so often I don't. So I do apologise. What is the matter with you, huh? You want to play, don't you? Well, yes, I know, but mummy's talking now. An Empties video would be a really good one to sort of come back with, because I thought I'd done one super recently, but actually it was way back in January, and when I sort of have a little section of a drawer that I put all my empties into, and when I checked it, it was really full. So for the sake of I do not have enough storage space to hold on to all of these things, I thought an Empties video would be a great way to kind of get back into things. As always, I'm just going to grab them, so they're going to come in a random order. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is the WildMint Nurture Shine and Nurture Pure shampoo and conditioner. Just disclaimer, I have worked with WildMint, so these were gifted to me as part of that collaboration, but I have now bought a second top up of these, and they're in my shower right now. Used them this morning. This is the best shampoo and conditioner I have ever used, and I do not say that lightly. I have my second favourite in this bag, which I've used, and I thought I would prefer that one. These are just incredible, particularly the conditioner. The conditioner has completely changed my hair. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but it really has, because my hair is super thick, as in the individual hairs are really thick. So to get my hair to be soft and actually feel like soft, and it to be nice and kind of flippy and squishy, is really difficult to do, and I've only ever experienced it once before, and it was when I went to a really expensive hair salon, and I cannot afford those products, and to be quite honest, I don't think they're cruelty-free anyway. So I love these things. They are amazing. I have already bought replacements. I'm currently using. Cannot recommend these highly enough. I do have a discount code. I don't think it's an affiliate link. I don't think I make anything through it, but I'll have it linked down below if you want to save some money. Okay, next up, sticking with the shampoo and conditioner theme, this is my massive bottle of Living Proof Healthy Hair Shampoo. Now, this is really good. I was really enjoying using this until I used the WildMint. I do prefer the WildMint one. Like, I genuinely do, but this is a great option. I do really want to try the Living Proof dry shampoo, but I keep saying that, but it's really expensive, and I just haven't quite pulled the trigger on buying it. But we're going away on holiday next week, so I might treat myself to actually buying it for that. But this is really great. I bought these massive bottles actually on eBay because, I mean, they were expensive, don't get me wrong, but it was a lot cheaper than buying the small bottles. And yeah, it's really good, but like I say, I have gone back to the WildMint, so, and it's also cheaper, so win. How many times have I shown an empty of the Body Shop Warm Vanilla Shower Gel? I think this is probably, oh gosh, I don't even know, 5th one probably that I've gotten through. This is my favourite scent that they do, and it is only around Christmas time that they come out with it, so I do just ask for it for Christmas. My husband just basically gives me a hamper of everything scented with this because it is my favourite. I love it, and yes, also really good shower gel. Side note, it actually does what it says, you know, shocker. Okay, this is not an empty, but I am throwing it away, which I would normally never do, because to me that's just wasting product and I don't want to do, like, obviously I don't want to do that. But this was so bad that I don't want to use it on my skin. And it is from Lacura, which makes me sad, because if you have watched my channel for any length of time, you will know that I am a huge advocate of Lacura products. So Lacura is Aldi's own beauty brand, and so many of the products from there are just amazing. They are so good, and for the price they are, it's absolutely mad. Like, I think these face washes are less than £1, potentially. They are so affordable and normally really good. Now, this is the moisturising face wash. I have never encountered such a lie in the moisturising part. This stripped my skin. It was awful. Plus, I don't know, to be fair, I may have just gotten a dud, because it doesn't smell nice, and I know it's like no perfume, no colour, but it smelled a little odd to me, and just the feel of it on my skin was just not pleasant. Now, I absolutely adore the other face wash that they do, which I should have brought down with me, but I haven't. I'll put a picture of it here. This one is amazing. Buy this one. This one is terrible. Don't go anywhere near it. Unless you absolutely love it and maybe I just had a dud one. If you have tried this and you really enjoyed it, let me know, because maybe I'll buy a second one and give it a shot. But I mean, it says 100% soap free, but it literally felt and smelled and had the effect of like a bar soap on my skin. It was awful. Just bleh. Okay, next up we have, I mean, going from one extreme to the other, one very affordable product to one very not. This is the Neal's Yard Beauty Sleep Shower Oil. This is beautiful. Neal's Yard products are stunning. My mother-in-law actually got me into them because she just, it's basically what she asks for every birthday and Christmas, just anything from Neal's Yard, and I totally understand why. Their products are just lovely. They are very heavily scented, but they smell very luxurious. It's a really beautiful experience to use, but they are very heavily fragranced. So if you don't like that kind of thing, you will not like Neal's Yard. But it's all essential oils. There's a lot of aromatherapy behind the brand, and yeah, they are lovely. They are not cheap, but they are lovely. And I haven't yet repurchased because, again, maybe I'll just follow my mother-in-law's example and just ask for things for presents. Going back to hair care, and I've actually got quite a few little minis of things that I got in a really good advent calendar. So I was, you know, opening them throughout December and then have been using them since. But this is the Grow Gorgeous Intelligent Hair Care Intense Thickening Hair and Scalp Mask. This was lovely to use and my hair felt really, really nice after using it. Did I notice that it particularly thickened my hair? No, but then I have extremely thick hair anyway, so I kind of hope it didn't thicken it anymore. But yeah, it was really, really lovely. Did it make my hair grow? I couldn't really say. So I haven't repurchased this. I haven't really gotten into hair masks a huge amount. So I'm starting to think that maybe it would be a good thing just to add into my routine, just because I have had fresh balayage done on my hair, and obviously this does involve quite a lot of bleach. So, you know, my WildMint conditioner is doing a sterling job, but I did put an oil in my hair last night before I went to bed, and then when I woke up this morning, my hair had drunk it all in. So yeah, so I think maybe a hair mask, maybe on the shopping list very soon. Another mini that came in my advent calendar, this is the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Serum. This was lovely to use, but to be honest, I didn't find that this did any more than my sort of Korean skincare that I use, and it is, for the full size, significantly more expensive. So, lovely product, would happily use it again, but I currently have other serums that I'm using up that do the same thing. So I think if you're wondering about getting this, you won't be disappointed. It's lovely. It's a really, really gorgeous product to use. The experience of using it is really, really good. And I love Bare Minerals as a company. So yeah, you won't go far wrong, but I haven't repurchased this as of yet. This was a very bougie little mini, and it's the Shiseido Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate immune vegetarian. It's very, very fancy. This is eye-wateringly expensive and annoyingly really, really good. I really enjoyed using this, and I've never used a Shiseido product before, and this was a great introduction to the brand. It's made me really curious about them because they are a more luxurious skincare company, and at the moment a lot of my skincare is sort of either quite on the luxurious end or it's sort of super budget, which I love. I think that's, you know, a great way of building a routine that's sort of sustainable long term for you. But this was really, really nice, and my skin felt lovely using this. I had no breakouts whilst I was using it, and I did notice that my skin had a real, like a smooth kind of plumpness about it. My skin can go quite dry if I'm not careful, and it didn't at all whilst I was using this. So it's expensive. I haven't pulled the trigger on buying a full size of it, but I may well do because it was really good. Now this was one of the full-size products that I got in that advent calendar, and it's the Liz Earle Cleanse and Polish. Now, I have tried this before and it broke me out, so I was kind of a bit like, I was a bit scared of using it, but I thought, you know what, the rest of my skincare is much better now, so let's see how we go. It didn't break me out this time, so I don't know what happened that time. I think maybe my skin was just feeling particularly sensitive. I'm torn on this one because I have spoken about the Aldi Hot Cloth Cleanser many, many times, and as a product, I still maintain that one is better. It removes your makeup much more easily. It smells and feels almost exactly the same as this, and it's way cheaper, so absolutely buy that one. The thing that swayed me on this, and it's awful, and I'm calling myself out for this, is the packaging. The packaging is, number one, it's a beautiful colour, so it looks really lovely in your skincare cabinet. So like when you open, so I've got like, you know, a little double-doored mirrored cabinet, which I love, and it being there was like, oh, lovely, you know. And to me, that matters. I know for a lot of people it doesn't, and if you are, you know, like, if it's just not important. It's not actually that important, but I do my skincare. It's an absolute self-care moment for me. So anything I can do to enhance that experience and make it more lovely is great. So it being there was lovely, and it feels nice. The cap is really good quality, all of that kind of thing. So I know that sounds silly, but I'm borderline tempted to sort of refill this with my Aldi one so that I get the experience of the nice packaging, but with the better product. Does that make sense? I'm silly. Don't copy me. Just don't. It's very silly. Now, I wouldn't normally talk about full-on little samples, but why not? We're here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Magic Cream. Now, obviously, the Magic Cream is a bit of a contentious product because it is so expensive. It is so expensive, and I don't deny that the pot it comes in is beautiful, and the cream inside is a really lovely one. It is, having used a sample of it, it is no better than most other moisturisers I've used. I didn't notice any particular difference. So if you want a cream that comes in a really gorgeous pot and will look really beautiful on your, you know, on your like makeup desk or your skincare cupboard, buy the Magic Cream. It is beautiful, and also you can get refills for it now, which is cool, but it's not any better in its actual composition, I don't think, than a lot of other moisturisers, which are significantly cheaper. And speaking of other moisturisers, we're back to WildMint, and this is their Smooth Boost Multivitamin Hydrating Moisturiser. And again, I have another one of these already upstairs. This is a lovely, lovely product. Again, it isn't cheap, so I'm not saying, you know, go from Magic Cream to this. It's the budget version. It's not super cheap. None of WildMint is, but they're a great little company. You've heard me talk about them before, so we'll bypass that, but I do genuinely. And also the people that run it are really nice, which, you know, makes a difference. But this moisturiser was lovely. It just does everything it says on the tin and nothing that it doesn't, and I mean that in a good way. It's just a really good moisturiser, and it's very, very gentle, so it's not too heavy. So if you find that your skin can kind of get overly moisturised, then this is a lovely one because it's really lovely and balanced. Oh, and the sun has come out. Apologies, I've probably been really like blue and washed out for most of the video, but at least it's pleasant now. This is the Ren Clean Skincare Brightening Dark Circle Eye Cream. Absolutely love this. I am currently using a different eye cream that I'm trying out, but this was great. I love Ren Skincare. I think it's up there as one of my favourites. Absolutely. I think the brand are doing a lot of good, and they are really trying to get better, which is always important. And this was really, really good. It lasted me a really long time. Really, really good pump, all good. And also you can see how much you've got left. I like these ones where they kind of like work their way up. So yes, lovely product, would buy again. Last couple of things now. These Empties videos are always so long, I'm so sorry. But I want to actually like talk about my experience of the product rather than be like throwing this away, because that's just not interesting for anybody. This is the Lacura Brow Gel, and it's in the shade Light. I love the Lacura Brow Gel. If you have used, what's it called? Is it, no, Brow Wizard's Benefit. The Glossier one, Boy Brow. That's one. This is a really, really, really good dupe of that. It isn't quite as good. Boy Brow is better, but only just, and not enough better to justify it being that much more expensive, if that makes sense. So if you're in Aldi and you spot these, grab one, because they don't always have them in stock, which is annoying, and classic Aldi. And then last but not least is this very suspect looking item, which I promise you is a mascara. I have been in an embarrassing situation more than once with this particular mascara and people thinking it was something else. So this is the My Toy Boy Mascara by Diego Dalla Palma. Now, I have a very complicated relationship with this mascara. When I first used this, number one, why is the packaging so obnoxiously massive? There is no need for this. It's just wasteful and it irritates me. But it's also really kind of, it's nice and soft. So it's kind of, it is nice, but also annoying. When I first used this mascara, I was like, that's it. I found it. I have found my perfect mascara. Fluffy, thick lashes, gorgeous. But then as I continued to use it, it just became clumpier and clumpier and clumpier. And now most mascaras, when you first open them up and use them, they don't work their best. You sort of need to kind of use them for a few days, and then they kind of settle into what they're like, and then they'll be great until they, you know, dry out, run out, whatever. This one just kind of got exponentially worse, which was a shame because you do get a lot of product in here. It did last me a really long time, which is great. But it was really expensive and just really impractical size. I travel a lot and just this took up most of my makeup bag. I shan't be repurchasing this, but if you like that really thick, kind of on the clumpier side mascara look, which don't get me wrong, some days I really like that as well. This is great, and it is a really good mascara, and it has like a nice smell to it, so the user experience of using it is really, really nice. So I'm very torn with it because on the one hand it's obnoxiously massive and really expensive and did kind of get worse, but there were times when I absolutely loved this, and it is unlike any mascara I've ever used before. I think it's, you know, it's different and it's a real kind of, you know what you're getting with it, which I respect. So yes, I shall not be repurchasing this, but I don't think you'd be disappointed. Well, you'd be disappointed, I don't know. Can you tell? I'm very conflicted. I shan't be repurchasing it, but I feel like I may repurchase it in the future. I feel like I might come back to it, you know? I thought that was the last thing. I lied. There's one more. I'm so sorry. And this was another sample, and this was the Magic Eye Rescue from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I wanted to talk about this alongside the Magic Cream because I actually do think this is worth it. It's really nice. This is probably my favourite eye cream I've ever used. You only needed the tiniest amount, and it almost went into like a gel consistency, which I use a gua sha tool, that's really hard to say, every morning, every evening, and this worked perfectly with that because it just created a really lovely kind of slip to use the product on, and it just kind of worked its way into the skin really nicely. Just those two combined worked perfectly. So I am seriously considering buying an actual pot of this. Again, it's so expensive, but this actually was something different. I don't feel like the Magic Cream is anything different. I feel like the Magic Eye Cream is. So yeah, I thought that was worth mentioning just because when you're spending that much on a skincare product, you want to know all the ins and outs. So yeah. And that is actually it. That is actually everything. So thank you so much for watching. Please do give it a like if you have enjoyed it, and comment down below and just let me know how you guys are doing. Again, I'm so sorry for the infrequency of my uploads. If you turn the notifications on, then you will get notified when I upload and you'll never miss a video. I will do my best, and just, yeah. I'm not going to kind of put any pressure on this channel just because, like I say, if I'm away, I'm away. There's nothing really I can do about that. But I will try and think about some stuff that maybe I could film whilst I am away. And if there's anything that you would like to see, please do let me know, because one of the things I struggle with most with this channel is filming things that I think you'll enjoy. I get such kind of, I overthink it massively, and I just need to just film stuff. Because you guys are lovely, and you know, I get some really lovely comments and messages whenever I post on this channel, so thank you so much. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it is really appreciated. And yes, I will see you guys in the next video. I promise there will be a next video. I just don't promise when it will be. So notifications on, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Another mini that came in my advent calendar, and this is the Bare Minimals, and this is the